Hello everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Oh by VERIVERY. This is VERIVERY's latest comeback. Now, it's been a hot minute since we actually had a VERIVERY reaction video on our channel. Just because their last comeback, Trigger, we checked it out a little late. We wound up checking it out on our Patreon. We missed it when it came out, and so our patrons let us know, hey, you missed this, you want to check this out on a stream? So we did, and it was great. Now, I'm curious to see what VERIVERY is going to do for us with O, but before we actually get into the video, real quick, if you guys want to support the channel, consider visiting our Patreon. Over on our Patreon, we do listening parties, we check out variety content, K-dramas, survival shows, a whole bunch of fun content. So if you want to join us for that, you can. We're about to introduce anime clubs, so that's going to be a bonus content for you guys. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to, or if you can't, you could just simply like the video, or please subscribe down below. Those are free, easy, simple ways to help us out. Let's get into the video now. This is Oh by VERIVERY, and this is your form of therapy. It's a very different sound from them. It's a little slower. Ooh, a lot more restrained, body rolling. Hold on. I thought they'd maybe throw in a rap section right there. Ooh, his falsetto is spectacular. Oh, is this the chorus? Wait a minute. Are they doing a sexy concept? Oh. Oh. Hey guys, don't fight. Here, smoke this matchstick. Oh my god! Ooh, the drums there sounded really dope. Wait, what did they just do? I'm really pleasantly surprised by O. I have to give that an immediate 10 out of 10. That was incredible. I did not expect anything like that from VERIVERY. They've definitely done like a very diverse soundscape in their title tracks, but something like Oh. I mean, this is rare just I think in the K-pop scene in general, because this is a much more R&B centric K-pop song. But for a title track, I think Dak B did something similar to this last year, and that is exciting. I'm not really a big fan of R&B, just overall in general, but I'm finding that K-pop R&B, specifically idol R&B, is a lot more interesting to me. Just because idol R&B has, I think, catchier hooks than traditional R&B does, or like just even Korean R&B artists. And Oh is just a solid 10 out of 10. It's one of my favorite very, very title tracks already. For me, it's like up there with like Thunder and Lay Back. It's so incredibly good. I feel like it made incredible use of their vocals. I think, trying to remember back to this song, I don't think there was any rapping in this song, which actually would have complemented this song. I think rapping would have worked in this song, but you know what? I'm fine with the fact that they didn't do it. I think it makes it that much more interesting, maybe a little bit more of a challenge, but you know, you heard the trap elements throughout the song. Like, they could have easily fit that in, and I know they have rapper positions, so I'm kind of excited by the idea that they went with a much more vocal-centric production on this one. The music video, I think maybe a little compared to their previous music videos, doesn't have the same kind of excitement as it usually does. I think where O could have shined a little bit more in their music video is this rain portion at the end. It's actually great, but I think if they had done choreo in the rain, so like this whole like them, you know, like being excited and all that together, right? I think if that had translated into the rain, so there's a section where they dance in here. So these outfits, much more simplistic but still street outfits. And then if it had been shot like outdoors right here, like in this set with the rain, with the type of choreography they do, the choreography for this song is sexy. Like there's a lot of control, there's a lot of restraint, and that restraint and control also comes through in the song and the way that they sing. I like some of the lyrics too. They're very sultry. And they're sexy without being sexy lyrics. I think it's more the execution, like cold raindrops seeping into my delicate heart. Ooh, that's kind of sad, but it's also sexy. It's like a sad sexiness. There was this one lyric that I really liked. I really like this. I really like this line. Who am I? I ask myself this question yet again. All I'm filled with is deficiency, and I run until my lungs explode. Like, there's so much, like, this song feels suffocating. Like, it's just waiting to just burst. And I feel like that's the strength of this song. And I think that's also why, like, it doesn't have a really powerful chorus. They didn't include rapping. Like, the fact that, like, the chorus is satisfying, but the fact that there is no, like, huge, big release feeds into, I think, the aesthetic of this song. And so I just... the one critique I would give is like this whole rain portion, if they had also intercut it with them dancing, like they were doing like these moves and like body rolls, if they had shown that at the end with the rain, I think that would have been fantastic. I think it would have been a very much more memorable ending. But overall, I gotta give this a 10 out of 10 comeback. Even though the music video, I would put it maybe on par at like an 8. But the song is so incredibly good. And the song, I would say, is sitting almost at like, I wouldn't say like an 11 out of 10. Like, I wouldn't say it's like beyond a 10, but like it's a 10, but it's like a really strong 10. Like, I personally think, and I say this as someone who's not listened to Very, Very B-sides and only their title tracks, so I don't quite know what their B-sides sound like. But I say this as someone who has heard the title tracks, that this sound suits them so much. Now, I do think it's very risky, and it's quite an intimidating move to do this, just because I don't know how well R&B tracks perform in the K-pop market. But I really appreciate the risk that they did take, because this song really, really suits them. It really highlighted all their voices, and it was one of the more pleasant songs, and it also makes them stand out and make them incredibly more memorable across the sea of people who make very similar sounding songs. And so because of how good that is, and because of that, they earned some extra points with me. And so I got to give this comeback a 10 out of 10. I want to say, I think if we're just ranking this on the song and the music video, I think it would average out more to like a 9 out of 10. But as I said, I just think that even taking this risk, I'm aware that this is a single, but still, even taking this risk, like even producing a music video like this costs some money, man. And so them doing this, I think, is actually quite a genius idea. I hope it does really pay off for them, and I hope they kind of stick with this sound going forward, because as much as I really liked Trigger or Go Beyond the Barrier, those badass, loud electronic songs are very common in the boy group space in K-pop right now. And so I think not completely leaning into R&B, but like alternating, maybe even fusing R&B with like those EDM elements, I think would actually make for an interesting title track in the future. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. Now, I'm going to pass the question off to you guys. What did you guys think of VERIVERY's Oh? What do you guys like? Or what do you guys think about this switch up in their title track sound? Do you like it? How does it compare to like even their B-sides? I personally haven't heard their B-sides, so I think VERIVERY fans would be a lot more educated and informed on this. But I personally really liked it. How does it compare to their previous title tracks? Where does it rank on your personal title track ranking? Let me know. Of course, if you enjoyed our content, thank you for watching our video. If you would like to support us, as I mentioned before, you can visit our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to, or you can't. You could just simply like the video down below or subscribe. We're going to have the subscription button for you right here. Make sure to hit that notification bell to be notified when we upload other videos in the future. And check out our other videos over here, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.